spring forward, it's springtime. It's still daylight outside at
he's
7
thrilled.
p.m.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know. At 7 o'clock outside. But we ain't been able to do this. We're sprung. This is my favorite time of the entire year is spring forward time.
Not me. Not for me.
And hopefully to God, Big Date DJT keeps it this way, baby. Keep it this way. Okay, what's going on, everybody?
Hello,
We got Barb, Karen,
Karen,
Melinda,
Melinda,
James,
James,
my mama, Troy Sutton,
There's my mom.
and Cheryl. Hello, hello. Man, we've been hard at it, guys. It's been beautiful weather, and we've been getting stuff done. There's Jan. Hello, hello. We've been getting stuff done. Look, I've got my garage completely cleaned out and almost organized. Almost. Still have tons of boxes to go through. But I've gone through a few boxes, and I found a couple awesome, like, antique. I keep saying ancient, but they're ancient. But Sam was like, ancient or antique? Antique tools that are like just old school. And it took me a minute to even figure out what they really were. But man, yeah, it's really cool. So
it was playing with toys.
I'm gonna make one specific section in the garage that's gonna be antique tools, just old timing tools that we don't use no more, that we've upgraded, right? It's pretty cool, man. One of them's like a torque wrench. So, nowadays, you probably don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now. So when you're doing tires or you're working on a car, you have torque wrenches. So you put it on the specific pounds that you want that nut to be tightened to. And whenever you tighten it, you put it on that poundage and then you click it. And whenever it'll click like that. And once it clicks, you know that you're at that pound, at that measurement. Well, I found a tool today, and it's a torque wrench, but it's got the bolt on the front, and it's got an arm.
Thank you, Barb.
It's got like a big long needle on it, and then it's got like a diagram, and it stays in the middle at 0, and then it shows like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. Well, so what you used to do is whenever you're tightening it,
good, Jan.
You watch where that needle's at, and once that needle is pointing at the specific pounds that you want it, you stop. And that's how you know you're at. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. What was the other thing that I found?
I have that hammer.
There's like the old school wrenches like this, like you would take bungs off with, and just a bunch
bungs.
Of cool stuff.
What the heck is a bung?
A bung is the circle piece in a drum, like a plastic drum. Like a plastic 55-gallon drum, and you got that little circle piece that screws right in the center? And out. It's called a bung.
Oh, yeah. Not a bung hole.
Bung.
Bunghole.
Take the bung out. Melba, Donna, Christy, Beth, and Neil, what's going on? And as you can see behind me, if you can see,
it's kind of.
I mulched up all the leaves and got all the leaves, man, up.
Set weird.
Yeah, it's got the blurry here. Let me take that off for just a second so y'all can see.
Why'd you click out of that?
But I don't know. I'll pull it up later. There you go. All right. Yeah. See, there's no more leaves in the yard. We got them all mulched up.
I'm waiting for the rest of that to turn green, though.
The yard is cleared out, and now we're just waiting for the grass to turn green.
He had to pull out the mower the other day. Was it Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, I think it was Sunday.
Sunday.
Hi, Christy.
What's going on, y'all?
How's everybody? What do y'all got going on? James sent me a picture of his dinner, and I'm a little jelly.
Tools. I was raised with them and love using them. Yeah, Jen, they're super cool.
They're very unique.
A lot of them, like I said, that I found, I didn't even know what it was. It took me a while to figure out, like, what is this thing? Like, I was looking at it, like, it looks weird.
Thank you, Jan.
Super cool, though.
It is. It is actually really cool.
Oh, yeah.
To think, like, how they put you back in that time frame.
Yeah.
No offense, Jan, but I'm sure you understand there's things that like he and I have never seen that you've seen before. You know what I'm saying? Just like upgraded. Crazy, just like probably Melvin, Donnie, you know.
Like I said, now you don't even have to pay attention. You just set it to what you want. You twist it until it says pop, and then you know you're right there. Like,
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes that stuff is a little bit more simple.
Cataracts making it look foggy. No,
it's portrait
mode.
It's not you.
That's why you see that weird look going on by my face.
She said she thought it was a cataract. Bless your heart, Melinda. That bread looks delicious. Is that what you made that bread? I was looking at the wings, man.
We were just looking at that before we started.
Yeah, no, I showed it to him.
Yes, it does feel so good to be home, Jan. Oh my goodness.
I've been working.
Being able to just
she said
not worry about having to run around. Got Sammy here.
We're here more than
been good.
Anything.
I spent the past 2 full days in that garage. Literally, I've got about 16 hours worth of time in that garage today. For sure.
How's your shoulder, James?
Jan said, no offense, I earned every year.
And how is Boss's ankle? I didn't get to see it last Friday. I know I jumped in on your live, but it was towards the end.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I hear a little pitter patter. You want to come say hi?
Dinner sounds
come say hi? Come here.
Good.
I know we were talking about hot dogs, but I don't know if I want hot dogs. I don't know yet. Yeah, I know. Daddy jacked you. Good. Is he able to walk on it yet, or is he still not able to apply any pressure, like per doctor's orders, whether or not he listens?
Go to the doctor Thursday.
Yeah. Oh no, Christy, come back.
What happened?
My internet's
going in and out. Oh, that sucks.
We get it though.
Yeah. I've got to get a Wi-Fi extender because I've been wanting to go live while I'm working out here, but my Wi-Fi will reach just far enough that I can play music on my radio. And that's it.
Coco.
Miracle tried to video call me, and
I heard you talking, but I know you were talking to while I was on the phone.
It was cutting out. I had to come all the way up to the porch, so I know that the live wouldn't work. Get him, Curly.
Hey, leave him alone.
Curly got a haircut today, so
he's not done.
They're all jumping him. Every time Curly gets a haircut, they bug him.
Like it's a female. He looks different. Who's this? Come here, Curly. It's all right, buddy. Just sit down. Get up underneath the chair. Come under. Sit down. No, you can't jump up in my lap. And that beagle.
Yep, we got the beagle, PB.
Wearing me out.
But he's a puppy. He's so
such
young.
A puppy.
He's definitely under a year old because you can just tell by the way he acts.
When he's running, he runs like
his
this.
His ears are always folded up like he's ready to go.
And he's so playful. Come here, Biddy.
And every time we look out the window, he's pulled a light out of the ground or he's got a flower pot in his mouth running across the yard.
Yeah. We haven't dealt with that in a long time.
Right? I waited 3 years for my dog to get past that.
And he adopted us. He's over here trying to look at Curly on the other side of the porch.
Oh, live on the porch Friday. Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so nice out here. And it's supposed to be getting even warmer. I don't know if I wanted any warmer than it got today, to be honest. Today was
it's going to get gross where the gnats
it was like 72.
Than the mosquitoes.
We're supposed to get up to like 78. But the weather is just so much different up here because you might have a warm day, but tonight, when that sun completely goes away, it's going to drop off, dude. So you're still going to have really cold nights. So you got to wait till about 11 o'clock in the morning to where it's finally nice. And then once it's about 8 o'clock, it's going to get cold again. Like
it's drastic is what he's saying.
And almost even whenever it is super warm outside, the wind is still will bite you with a chill.
It can. It for sure can. And even the heat's different. Curly looks so good. He's not done yet, so I don't want to show him. But
yeah, come here, Curly.
I always have to take scissors to him first because the clippers, no matter. No, he looks. He looks better. I had to fight with him by myself. He looks better, but tomorrow it's the trimmers.
Yeah,
today it's scissors. Tomorrow's the trimmers. Where do you? No, you ain't gonna go pick fun of him either.
You're exactly right, Christy.
Christy knows. Melvin Donnie knows.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Look at Zeus staring at the door like, no, bro, we're not going in right now.
I love it.
I love you
because with the weather going so good, I have been out busting. The only thing that stinks, man, is I've got like 4 videos worth of content. I already edited one video all the way up, and my computer's doing the same thing that it was doing before. It won't.
Now
let me
tell them
upload the
why.
video. I don't know if that's why.
I think it's the updates. I think it's the updates.
So it
'cause
hadn't been
doesn't
updated in 2025. Maybe. I don't know. That may be it, but
That's what the issue was the last time.
it's aggravating. I've tried uploading it like 5 times and it
Yeah,
keeps
kind of
booting it out. And it's very aggravating. So I haven't even messed with it in like 3 days because it just makes me mad. I spent like 3 hours editing that video.
I heard
Literally
you too. Go.
edited that video for 3 hours and
Wear my
then it
white
wouldn't
rock
even
shirt.
upload.
Yeah, think?
Yeah, think?
That's what I think. Coco, don't.
It might be.
Leave him alone.
Every time I
Leave him
reboot my
alone.
computer, it pops up and said there's
Come
an
on.
update for Mac OS Sequoia or something like that. I don't know.
How you gonna get up and down?
No
up and
wonder
down?
they're giving Curly a bad time. He's a pretty boy.
He knows.
He's
He
a pretty
come right
boy
over to him.
now. He's a pretty boy now. Oh,
They've been outside all day, every day.
He's a pretty boy.
He's coming together. You be nice. Don't you growl at him. He didn't do anything.
So what's going on, everybody? Man, it is so nice. I am so glad this time of the year is here.
Gosh, Christy,
And we
I
still
couldn't imagine.
got so much work to do, guys. Man, dang.
When he says we, he means he.
I still got to finish the chicken pen. I still got to put a fence around our garden before we can't plant nothing until I get a fence
Anything.
around the garden. Because if I don't get a fence around the garden, then the animals are just going to eat whatever we're growing. So I have to get a fence around my garden. I got to finish my chicken pen.
But we had to start with making sure that the vehicle was set.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we got
yeah. That's right. I did the brakes today. I rotated the tires today. I think tomorrow I'm
having to prioritize,
the throttle
you know.
body out a little
Hey,
more.
Tish.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah. And I'm working.
Aw.
You haven't checked out their speaking.
Thank you,
data.
Tish. I
Thank
forgot
you,
all
Tish.
about it.
Oh, my gosh, guys. Look.
Oh.
I was upset with myself at first. Before I
Dramatic.
seen the replay, before my mom sent me the replay and I got to rewatch it. I'm going to let you guys know now. I don't know why, but I was so nervous during
can
that
see it in him.
interview.
And he was pacing back
During
and forth
that
all
interview,
day. Driving me
My
nuts.
face was burning. My whole body was burning. My face was beet red. I was sweating. I was shaking so bad that I literally thought people could see me shaking. Like, so in my head, I'm thinking, like, I was doing.
He
My
did
body
so
was
good.
shaking.
See, exactly. Nobody could tell he was nervous. He
But
was
it
a nervous
still
wreck,
didn't
Tish.
turn out the way I want, because I
It never
didn't
does.
say anything that I had planned on saying because my mind was racing. I felt like I didn't answer her questions the correct, like
Yes,
the way
you
I wanted to.
did.
I'm not saying I did a bad job. It turned out
Thank
good.
you,
I was
Christy.
shocked,
Thank you, Jan.
but
Thank you, Tish.
But
What's going on with Tristan?
I talked to Tristan just the other day.
Is he okay?
On TikTok. Yeah, he said that we should do a Bible study together.
Oh,
and I
it's
said
been a
we probably
minute.
should.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Exactly, Melinda. I was sitting in the same
Thank
room
you.
with him. I was sitting in the chair while he was sitting on the couch doing it. And the
Well,
only thing
just
that I
so
could
you
tell
know,
was he was flushed. That was it.
I was very. I don't know
He
why.
handled it
It's
well.
so crazy.
Steve, Melvin, Donnie watched it too.
And that's literally like the one of the first things that Elena,
I call her Elena.
Elena.
Tish, I don't know.
the first thing she said to me
Okay,
was,
good.
"Hey, you're no stranger to being in front of the camera." And I'm thinking, no, I'm really not. So in my mind, I'm like, why am I freaking out so bad?
Exactly.
It was so weird. It was so weird. I
He
don't know.
just doesn't. Anytime he just doesn't handle outside interaction like face to face that well unless I'm there to kind of like buffer it.
I don't know.
That's
Super weird,
exactly
man.
what it is.
Super weird. I just felt
And it is nerve wracking. I would have probably been nervous too.
maybe I felt
would've
like
been
a
flushed,
little
too.
under pressure or something. I don't know.
He
So
can't handle
weird.
pressure.
I should.
But I'm so proud of
Had
him.
I not thought about, if I would have done the early in the morning, it probably would have been better. Because since I did it at 2:15, like I worried about it all day long, worrying about what I was going to say. What am I going to say? What am I going to say? I think that's what did
I'm not even playing. Like he literally
Uncle
paced
Ed.
from the time he got up all across
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah.
the entire day. And finally, I'm like, you've
So-
got to sit down, sir.
So I spent all day just
Woo!
concerned about what
Working
I was
himself up even more
because
than what
it's
it was
one
worth.
shot to share
glad.
and plant seeds. Yes, exactly, Tish. Exactly.
Yes, and I agree with that. I do.
But I'm so grateful to be a part of
tired.
it, and I'm so grateful that
He was blessed with the opportunity to be able to do and say the things and be a part of this.
a short
thank you,
version
Tish.
of my testimony
Stage
is able
fright,
to
yeah.
get out there.
Hey, Troy. Sorry, I didn't see you. Did I miss you?
And yeah, it's super cool, man. And not only that, she's already told me several times. She even reminded me about me asking it, and she's willing to help me like actually write a book about my entire full in detail stuff. I need to get started on that. That's super cool, man. That would be awesome. And like I said,
I need you to.
that's even like I said in the interview, like even YouTube and all
Tish
this.
did ace it.
It's not even about anything other than getting my testimony out there, because I mean that's exactly what he tells us to do.
Tish is flawless.
How do you turn somebody to that point? Your own testimony, man. What has he done for you, and what has he done in your own life?
You're lucky that
Good
ain't a
stuff.
bee done.
Yeah, Tish did do amazing.
She's always flawless and smooth.
Yeah, she was able to just roll.
Hi, Marianne.
She's like, I'm just gonna let you go. And Tish was just like, blam.
See, that's not.
Knocked it out.
He had
the park,
to be,
dude.
which I probably would have been too.
That was the whole reason I did the interview, so I didn't stumble over myself.
Instead of just speaking.
You're welcome. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. And anybody that hadn't seen it, go to our channel, watch my interview.
I think I shared it on my Facebook
you can go
too.
to Elena's face or YouTube channel, and she's got all of the interviews on there, so you can watch Tish's, you can watch mine. I'm gonna have to go see the style that she uploaded. She did everybody's individual interview on her own page. So, but yeah, you can go check it all out. And the King's book should be coming out very soon. They asked for the last edit last night, so it shouldn't be much longer, and the book will be coming out, guys.
That's him, Melvin and Donnie.
What?
That's him. Paces back and forth the entire time you're on the phone.
I get nervous, man. I don't know.
Even if it's somebody he's known for his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that is her name. Go look up her YouTube. You may see, I cannot remember what her makeup line is, but she does have a makeup line as well. So if you should be able to see both of those.
Yeah. All her stuff. Well, she even was talking about this new channel she's coming up with on YouTube, which will involve Tish. Tish will have her own little show. It'll be like a YouTube TV show. That's
awesome.
You know, like a Netflix or something like that. Have different style people have their own podcasts on it, and Tish will have her own. Tish, if you want to tell them about that, I can't remember what the name of it was. She said, but
or just whenever it gets closer.
Yeah,
be sure to let us know.
Cool.
Getting hungry. Christy said she used to do that too when she was younger.
Yeah.
I used to do it too, but it was just so I can get away so nobody else can hear what I'm saying. How awesome, Jan says.
Yeah.
They're loving their life. What do you want, Carly?
Tish has a lot of experience too, though. She was on radio.
She does.
Bro. She was on public radio.
She's on a quest.
It's awesome.
Admiration.
But it was the exact same thing I went through whenever I did Tish's podcast. I went through the same exact thing. Exact same.
I can't wait for it either. I cannot wait for it either. Let's see. Let's go back. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Even Tish said it's recorded time.
I remember doing that whenever I was young.
That was my big Christmas present one
trying
year.
to hide from mom and dad. Line. So eventually we actually got like a 20-foot long cord.
So you could actually
pull the cord into your room.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. That was probably one of my, other than getting the
Heck
computer for
yeah.
Christmas, I got my own phone line, so my brother couldn't
I
constantly
remember
pick up
getting
the
the
phone and
clear
listen.
phone. You could see all the
That's what I
gadgets
had,
and
but it was
gears
pink.
inside of
It was
it.
pink.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it still was corded, but it was pink.
I remember the clear
Stretch,
phone.
exact. I loved it. I loved
We had the cord that was, when the phone was hung up, it hung to the floor, and the phone was hung up probably 8 foot off the ground. So it was
Not
a
that
16,
high, but
20 foot
it was
cord
pretty
on it.
long cord.
Remember that I sent you the 30i.
I am. It's
Anxiety
nervousness
or
and
the enemy.
anxiety.
He has
Oh,
given you a spirit of fear. I know.
the 30 I ams. I like that. Hey, Karen. Hello, hello.
Karen, Marianne, Butler. Hey, y'all calm it
Quitter.
down. Easy,
You're
killer.
all right, Zeus. He's just being a butthead. Coco, knock it off.
Easy, killer.
Coco's bucking up like he's king.
I kind of miss
Yeah,
the
all
old
right,
school
sit down.
corded phones, to be honest with you. You could tap in on people's phone call
Well, you
as long as
could
they
do
didn't
that
hear
with
the
a
click.
cordless too, but
As long as they didn't hear the click.
as long as it was connected to the same phone
Or
line.
if you were on a phone call and you heard a click. Who's
Like-
on the phone?
Change the subject. Hurry.
Ah.
30 things God says about you.
I know I watched a video. I actually re-listened to it today while I was cleaning this morning.
Yeah, all right.
The
Zeus.
Job
Okay,
Bible study, which was super awesome.
No, you
I
quit. You're being a butthead.
Re-listened to it this morning. That was the first thing I did this morning. Was listen to that Bible study, and it was good. And did praise and worship till like 2:00, and then I went 90s country the rest of the day.
I'm sure my phone calls were being recorded could hear the bump, 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 bump. I could hear it. I could hear it.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I could.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I could.
I wonder how the neighbors feel.
It echoes because we're down in a holler. But I feel like if they had any issues, they'd probably go kaboom.
Scotty,
There.
what's going on? Sorry,
has-
I'm a little late.
Has anybody seen Dennis lately?
Hey,
anybody heard
yeah,
from
we ain't
Dennis?
seen Mr. Green around here lately.
Hopefully he's okay.
Mr. Green here lately.
Are you getting cold? You getting cold? That's why I put a jacket on.
But yeah, we're supposed to have mid-70s the rest of the week.
What's the low at night?
In the 40s tonight.
The dog is having kittens?
What?
I have no idea. My dog is having kittens and I need to use the phone to call the vet. Oh, Barb. Barb being Barb.
Just remember everything you have overcome.
There's no need to be nervous.
Just be you. In real, God gave you life to praise Him. Yes.
Love you too, old man.
100%. 100%. And you sent me that schedule for planting. Thank you for that, Uncle Ed. I never did respond. I don't think I seen it till like 2 days after you sent it. But that's super cool.
Okay. As
But
long as he's good, I need to reach out to him.
we
Pastor
can't
Goat.
plant right now because I've got to stinking build a fence around our garden because our garden happens to be outside of our yard. So we've got to get that
figure
done
out how to
as soon
protect
as
it.
possible.
But that's what we were talking about. Instead of spending money on that right now, we had to get the car up to par.
Yeah. Got the brakes done.
Maybe
got
call the
road-
National Enquirer, Barb. Guinness World of Record. What is it? Is it Guinness World of Records or is it
Guinness World Record.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm back.
How many dogs have? No, bro. No. Why are you staying like that, dummy? Goodness. Oh. It's so nice to be here, though. So nice. So refreshing. Ooh, what'd you have, Jan? He was wanting hot dogs. I don't know if I'm wanting hot dogs. I just don't know yet. What is that? What is that? Is that the ice maker? That sounds weird. Actually, it was my brother who wanted a neighbor to get off the phone. Great profile, Coco. Look, let's do side profile. Side. Oh. Oh, he's growling. What are you getting mad? Oh, okay. Okay. I haven't had sloppy joes in forever. James is full as a tick. I'll be listening, but got to get back to driving. Okay, be careful, Uncle Ed. The only hot dogs I eat when I eat them are beef. He said that he's listening, but he's got to drive.
Oh.
Where are you at?
Where are you at, Uncle Ed? Where are you? Where in the U.S. are you, if you can answer?
That's what I just had, hot dogs and the beef ones. So yeah, that's if I eat hot dogs, it's beef. I will pay the extra money instead of buying for the pork, but I just don't really feel like hot dogs tonight. He's very concerned. He's very concerned. I'm telling you, they start acting super weird after any of them get a bath or they get a haircut like Curly. They start acting like
yeah, we're doing
crazy
chili dogs tonight. Did you tell him that?
That's what I told him, but I don't want hot dogs.
Yeah, we're doing chili dogs. I love
them.
chili dogs. Get some good onions and mustard and some chili.
We ain't got no onions. So
what?
Exactly.
Dude, I just ran to Walmart and you did not tell me we had no onions. I literally just made the most rapid speed trip to Walmart I've ever made in my life, and she did not tell me we had no onions. How dare her?
I know, but
what was super cool, this was super awesome to me anyways. Boonville, Missouri. So I went to Walmart in Harlan, Kentucky, and then on my way home, almost back to the house, pulling into my driveway, guess what song I was rocking out to? Ain't no love in Oklahoma.
Copyrighted?
Huh?
Are you gonna get copyrighted?
I doubt it. It was a song about Oklahoma, man. I was like, I don't get no better than that, dude.
Up.
Heck yeah, on Kentucky radio. Just the sound of a long black train. Who is that?
I have no idea.
What's his name? Come on, y'all know. Somebody in here knows. I can't think of his name right now, but I know him.
I just know it from like videos.
I went down yesterday to vaccinate my neighbor's
What's
new
James
puppy.
rubbing it? Country style ribs, macaroni salad, and fresh baked bread. Yeah, it was a pretty good picture. James did a delicious looking picture.
Hopefully I can think of his name before y'all say it. I had a shredded
Google it.
I had a shredded chicken, peppers, onion, mushroom, and cheese sub. Ooh, and tater tots. That sounds good. I'm going to feel stupid when I Google it because I know who he is.
Chrissy said I went down yesterday to vaccinate my neighbor's new puppy, so I got the sniff treatment from my dogs. Oh, you traitor. You traitor, Christy.
Luke Combs. Luke Combs.
Shredded chicken, peppers, onions, mushrooms, cheese, sub, and some tater tots.
I'm pretty sure that song was made for the new Twister movie. It was like the theme song for the new Twister
I don't know. Probably.
That was made in Oklahoma.
A lot of stuff has been made in Oklahoma.
Super good. I love it.
I miss Oklahoma.
But hearing a song about Oklahoma in Kentucky while I'm in the car
makes me miss it.
Was awesome. I loved it. Man, I love Oklahoma too. Grown up there 35 years, we'll say. Maybe 7 of the years I wasn't there, but it is so much awesomer than here, right here.
So much more awesome. There's no such word.
So much awesomer right here in this mountain. Look at that. Look at that. I promise you ain't going to see that in the flat freaking plains of Oklahoma.
I don't care. I'd rather be in Oklahoma.
You ain't going to see it. You ain't going to see that. You're not going to see that. And you're not going to feel weather like this. No. They're probably already freaking having 150,000 degree weather.
Okay. Don't care.
I miss my family, but
I know.
I would much rather be here.
As soon as he says, let's go.
You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather get everybody I love and move them right out here on the mountain with me. There we go. Fix it all. Everybody we love
Ready to go.
right here with us.
You're not going to change my mind.
Is
It's awesomer.
even
That's
more.
what I just told
It
him,
is.
Scotty. He
It's
just
my
makes up
word,
words
Scotty.
as he goes.
It's
Exactly.
mine. I created it. You leave me alone.
It's more awesome.
That's in the Goat Daze dictionary. Awesomer.
Pastor Goat.
Meaning the best. Nothing better.
Full of crap. It is a beautiful view. And it is peaceful here. It is very peaceful, but
hey, that's not even the best of the view. If we could turn it around and do a live facing that way, the back of the house, that is a freaking view, man. Like the other day,
Wi-Fi won't reach that far.
I went out in the front of the driveway, out by the fence, like right there in the driveway. I sat down Indian style right there and just sit there and just watched. Like you could almost, as long as you would look hard enough, you could even see like inside the trees.
Hey, Kevin.
Like, I was trying to see if I could see what's going on, Kevin? I was trying to see if I could see like a bear or something, right? Because you could see, like, if I sit and concentrated hard enough, I felt like I could even see the details inside the trees of the mountains. Like, it's just so awesome, man. I sit there for 20 minutes, like, Lord, thank you. Like, I am so unworthy of this. I do not deserve this. From where I was 10 years ago to sitting in the driveway, staring at a freaking beautiful mountain, looking for bears crawling around.
If you're really quiet, can you hear the creek? Be really quiet.
They quit. As soon as you said it, they quit.
No, the creek. I didn't say the frogs. That's the creek. It's not traffic.
Yeah, you can hear the creek. You can hear the water running.
Boss is in here.
Boss is in here.
Casey infected
Thank you
your
for coming
brain.
in, man. I appreciate it.
And Barb said 20 points for the first name of the guy who wrote, "I'm drinking from my saucer because my cup has overflowed." His last name is Combs. And then Melinda said we only got 82 in Texas, so Oklahoma can't be that far
20
off.
points for the
I know they got some serious wind headed their way.
I'm drinking from a saucer because my cup. Are you talking about Luke Combs? Is that who you're talking about, Barb?
Or is it like an older song?
Please tell me you're a Luke Combs fan. That would be freaking awesome. I know I'm younger, so I'm into the new generation.
We will take you to Glass Knob where you can see like 6 to 8 mountaintops. Ooh, that would be fun.
To Glass Knob where you can see that.
I cannot wait to hang out with Melvin and Donnie.
Absolutely.
We're like very, very close.
Either. We are literally just trying to get ourselves settled in, guys. We have so many things. I hope that y'all are not wondering, like seriously, we are really ready to hang out and get to know each other and be able to hang out. It's just been, we've had so much going on, and that you gotta remember, this is our first week here together.
Last week was the first full week.
Yeah, last week was our first full week actually here, right? So there's just been a lot going on, and but we are so ready to hang out.
And I'm working.
We talk about you all the time, and we've honestly just been waiting for y'all to just pop up. I keep telling Sam,
I'm waiting.
I'm just waiting to look up and see Melvin.
I get off work at 5.
Sitting at the driveway. That was another thing I wanted to tell you too. During the weekday, if you do want to pop up, that's totally fine. But Sam has to work till 5, so she's literally inside working till 5 p.m.
Yeah, I get like a 30-minute lunch.
You understand the rest? Got all
summer.
Absolutely. Okay. I was really hoping that we weren't like.
I still can't wait. That's what I was telling him the other day.
Making it feel, because it's nothing like that. Like, we're ready to hang out and get to know each other. We really are. We are really excited for it.
We're still actually working on the house because there's a lot of cleaning and stuff that has to be done when you've been gone.
Yeah, get my garage.
Trying to get everything situated.
The garage is almost done.
That's all he's worried about. I'm concerned about the house.
Man, dude, I put 2 full. Like, my back hurt so bad yesterday because I worked so hard on that garage, dude.
Boss just asked you if you've been doing any fishing. It's about the prime time.
I haven't. But next week,
for a little while
I will be throwing the line. I will be looking for a largemouth next week. 100%. 100%. And I probably will be recording it.
Ding, 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 ding. Christy
More
won
than
the
likely.
20 points.
But no. As far as up here, I don't know where to go fishing. I don't know. Like, I found
we have the creek, but the creek,
it's not really a
if he goes up further this way, if he walks up further that way where it widens out, he probably could catch something.
There
But I haven't
are
been up there in such a long time.
several ponds that I see, but these days you can't just go fish people's ponds like you used to.
Not around here.
You used to be able to
especially.
do that, but
Nope.
you can't do that no more.
Nope. Somebody
So,
pop you.
yeah,
Pop you.
but no, I
Of
definitely.
course, that's always where I
trust me,
know.
It's been on my mind, Kevin. I promise you. Believe me.
Annoyingly,
with this
it's on his mind.
weather the way it is, I am ready to go catch me a largemouth.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely, Care Bear. 100%. That's what I'm talking about. Next week, I'm going fishing, whether Bubba wanted to go or not.
We have a bunch of lakes, rivers, and ponds everywhere. I know. So his brother, what he would typically do is pull up Google Maps, but his brother is so,
Hillbilly.
excuse my language, ballsy.
No, he's a hillbilly. He is every definition of a straight backwoods hillbilly.
If something happened, we want to be with Danny so we can survive.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's the kind of guy, if he had a string and a lighter, he will survive for a year in the woods with no other access to anything else. Good.
Oh, Jan's got spots to fish too.
And I know Missouri is
I know, that's what I've been telling him. I'm going to have to be the one to do it.
I've done a lot of fishing in Missouri too, because I had a lot of family growing up that lived in Missouri when I was young, and we fished Missouri like crazy, man. They got awesome creeks, awesome rivers, the lakes, they got the Ozarks. I've done a lot. Yeah, y'all got some good fishing holes in Missouri.
When I was growing up, we always went to Pay Lakes.
I know. And I probably will, Kevin, before it's all said and done, because I have several neighbors just literally
Mama T knows.
Within maybe a quarter mile around us that have
MacGyver.
amazing ponds in their front yards. But
absolutely,
I'm still brand new,
MacGyver.
right? Yeah, he's definitely a MacGyver. Definitely a MacGyver. That's
Redneck
exactly
rigging.
what we used to nickname him, as a matter of fact.
Redneck rigging.
He was the MacGyver of anything.
We spent our weekends on the strip, on a strip job where we have
a strip job where we have a camper with our daughter and friends. Always a bunch of friends. Looking forward to seeing you all enjoy.
Oh,
yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds now I know that you guys can probably help me with some good fishing holes. I guarantee it.
The hook up.
Yes, because it is springtime. The largemouth, like right now, now's the time to be slamming the mamas with the big old bellies full of eggs. Now's the time to be pulling the 9 and 10 pounders out.
I know. That's what somebody else had just said. A boss had just said to go talk to some of the neighbors. It would have to be me, probably. And I'd also have to work up the courage. But I know they've got some ponds over here, but it looks like it's stagnant water.
No, there's a couple ponds down that way that are beautiful looking ponds, dude. Like
on property
beautiful.
or like are
right
they
in the
like
front
hidden?
Yard.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. It looks kind of
stagnant. That don't look stagnant. No. Those are good looking ponds. There's not a lot of growth around the edges or anything.
Right.
I mean, it's just an open pond, but the water looks amazing. It's definitely a good fishing hole. I guarantee you can catch a good bass out of it.
Christy, he was the first prepper. Kevin, Tracy, I'm not going to be able to go for probably a month. That's how long probably from now before I can put weight on my foot. I know. I was asking Jane about that earlier. I know. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It sucks having that kind of break. I've had broken legs like that too, and I understand 100%. You don't have a fixator, do you? He don't have a fixator.
Well, to my knowledge, when I seen it, he just had it like
do you
in
have
a
fixator, Kevin? I don't think you just got.
You have a fixator because you wouldn't have one now.
You just got a soft cast on it now, right? But I've been through that.
Eat up, bro.
I had a fixator. I broke my tib fib completely in half, like compound fractured. The bone came out of my skin, and I had to have a fibulator. I had
a lot of those.
I'd have a fibulator put on my, like 2 rods, one in my ankle and 2 in the top of my shin.
So maybe he did have the fixator
in the boot now. So did you have a fixator for a little bit?
He didn't mean fibulator. He meant fixator when he said
fibulator. Fixator.
Might need that on his brain. Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, guys. I'm just Dave. I'm just Goat Daze.
I learned a lot though because of my medical history, for sure.
I learned what a tibula fibula is.
Woo! Once he broke it. No, yeah, I had a soft cast when they call it a wet cast. What they call a wet cast.
Oh, so it was like a hard. They had it wet at first and it hardened up.
Yeah, but they act like they're just starving, or thirsty, going to the watered.
The reason
Drain.
the reason I had to have
I'll
a
get you some water in a
fixator
minute.
on mine is because, you know, your tib fib is the shin bone. It's your shin bone,
you,
and then there's
Bubba.
an
We're gonna
extra
go in here in a
bone
minute.
between your knee and your ankle, right in the middle, broken half.
Thank you, Jan.
So it had to have a piece of metal holding those bones together long enough for them to start coming together. But the thing I can say, Kevin, is your leg where it's broken will actually be stronger than it was before. And that I can say that is for a fact. Like,
Now, granted, he was a lot younger.
yeah, I
So
mean, I
you do
was
have to take that in
younger.
consideration.
But
That's the only
after
reason why
my
I'm able to
bones
be the way
healed,
I
and the
am.
doctor even told me that after the callus grows around it, you're going to have even extra bone because you're going to have a callus around where that break was. So your bone's even stronger than it was before, like, because you got extra callus holding that break together.
Yeah, whenever when I open book, so your pelvis sits like this. So I open book fractured my pelvis. So it was this, and then it twisted. I guess it would be like this. So it twisted. So they had to bring a plate in to bring it back in. So I have like a cesarean cut where they put in a where they put in that plate.
Yeah, she had a fixator right across.
I still got the scars from the
right
fixator,
across
but
her waist.
once they put that plate in, I remember one day I was outside mowing, and I should not have been. I was push mowing, and I heard click. And sure enough, I could feel it clicking inside of me. My bones grew back so hard and so strong that it popped the plate off on both sides. I only felt it on one side. I had to go straight to the emergency room because I was in dire pain. It was miserable. They went in and they removed it. And when they came, because they told me that was never supposed to leave my body, but they said because my bones grew back so strong that it literally just popped it off.
This is telling me I might not be able to go back to my job. Dang it, James. That sucks, dude.
The boss says he plays one on TV, though. Therapist telling me I might not be able to go back to work. My job.
That sucks, James. I'm sorry that if I miss y'all's comment, y'all already know how I am, dude.
Let me go back.
Y'all already know how I am. I'm bad about reading comments.
James,
that stinks.
We'll pray for you.
Definitely praying for you, 100%. Because I know how that is, man.
And it. Kaboom! What? Somebody's hunting or something.
We heard hunting dogs the other day right here on the mountain. Literally, like you could hear them barking right here.
Really makes me wonder if he's supposed to be with them.
They were beagle dogs. They were hunting dogs.
So I had 2 screws in my the part that I broke, boss, was the part that connects your shin to your foot. So right at the connection of that. So they call that your talus. So when I broke that leg, literally my foot was kind of like it was just hanging by skin basically. So whenever they reattached that, they put 2 screws in it. It
pins on the top of her foot. On the top of her foot.
But they started making their way out, which was hurting. So
they took those out in Oklahoma whenever we moved to Oklahoma. She basically had all the metal taken out except for her humerus. It's the only plate she has left is in her humerus bone.
It's the only one that stayed with me.
It does not read comments or answer his phone.
He don't.
I don't.
You know, when I'm trying to get a hold of him, like today, he was going down to the Family Dollar for something. Okay, so he let all the dogs in the house, and I'm sitting on the phone working, being recorded, and I can hear Herc in the bathtub. I'm like blowing him up, like, get these dogs in the pen. Yeah.
You tried calling me today?
I called you and I sent you 10 text messages before you come back in. Obviously, you didn't even know.
You're welcome, James. We love you, brother.
Quit it. Curly. Come here. Stop. We're about done and we'll go in.
I love James. James sends me some awesome stuff, dude. I love it, man. And it normally comes in whenever I'm having a bad day or a bad morning.
James is normally on point.
Yes, absolutely.
Heart.
My tibia was broke right at the ankle connection, and the pointy part at the inside of your ankle, that part broke off at my foot. So that's why you didn't have a fixator, because it was down like right at the joints. What? Yeah, so yes, Jan is right. Jan is very right, because he won't even answer me most of the time. I'm so sorry, though, Kevin, for real. I know that sucks, and I know that hurts. Yeah, it's definitely no fun. That was probably, and it still is, if I may be completely transparent,
That is the thing that bothers me the absolute most. Because whenever my
Your
foot
foot.
healed, yes, whenever my foot healed, you know, your foot's supposed to be straight, right? Well, say this is the outside of my foot, I walk like this. So I keep re-breaking that outside bone because I literally cannot get my big toe to sit down when I'm walking. So I have like a weird
There's just so
gait.
many moving parts in your foot. And when you get older, especially, like I can say for a fact, y'all remember me fracturing my back in 2020. I was in the middle of YouTube when that happened. I was good for like the first year, but here lately, my back is
Yes, Dan, he
so
does.
freaking jacked up, guys. I spent all day yesterday and all night last night. I couldn't even sleep. The whole right side of my lower back was just absolutely insane. The pain.
The
Like,
one and only time in the last 13 years he's never woke me up when he got up out of the bed.
anytime the weather changes, if it goes from hot to cold, my back is in extreme pain. And now I am learning now
Now he was
that
out there
going
working
from
8
cold
hours
to
too.
warm. Well, yeah, man, I ain't gonna let it slow me down.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that also does not help.
But yeah, man, they messed me up, dude. Like that procedure they did, they helped me.
I
in
don't
the
think it was
moment.
the procedure. I think it was the break itself. Once you break a bone, as you
My
a lot
back
of
is
people
messed
know,
up, guys. My back is messed
it's
up.
never the same.
It's getting dark, guys. I hope
Our
it don't get
highlight
too
is
dark.
when we go for rides. Hello. I love it when you record, like when you got your phone hanging out the truck and you're. I've got to go, guys. If you would say a prayer for me, to have some energy.
Okay.
Oh, happy early birthday, babe!
Happy birthday.
Having a
We'll
hard time
definitely say
making
a
that
prayer
work.
for you.
Bless your heart.
Absolutely.
We love you, Christy.
Absolutely. What haven't got? Takes 4 hours to make James's bread.
I love that he's able to do that, though. He's finding stuff to occupy his time, and the ER said that he didn't need surgery. Now that is a blessing.
That is very, very much so.
And so that basically the cast is just going to fix it itself. I was wondering if they had to go in and remove the bone if it broke. You know what I'm saying? Like a bone spur, or maybe not a bone spur, but like I know I had to have a piece of my femur bone removed out of my left buttock because it was like it was a chunk, probably about this big. They said it was big. They had to take it like it was a chisel and break it in order to pull the pieces out. You could feel it. It was painful.
I remember that too, and they had to do that surgery on her hip.
Yep.
I think what my problem is in my back is nerves. It's not my back.
I think it's his sciatica that triggers
it's in
it.
my side,
all
like in my
together.
hip. Like it's right above my butt cheek on my right butt cheek, and it runs down the side of my leg. It's nerves. It's not even really necessarily my back.
Oh, they said that, but then the orthopedic said that I had to have surgery, and I had surgery. Oh, dang it. Well, at least you went and see the orthopedic. Dang, I hate surgeries, bro. Physical therapy, if they're giving it to you, man.
So they did have to
It's
do
the key.
surgical stuff on it.
Yep.
Dang it, dude. What did they do? If they couldn't put a fixator on it, what did they go in and do? I gotta get a hoodie.
Two
guys.
screws. 2 screws is what Jan just said. I'm sure they probably had to put them like, or did they put them like sideways? I guess like one. I don't know how that would work, like with where he broke it. Was it right on top of the foot or was it like along the side? Yeah, I had to have surgery on February 25th. I broke it on Valentine's Day. Dang it. And you had it that broken that long.
See what I'm saying? We started like warm out here. And
I know. I was smart. Put on a sweater a long time ago, bruh. We're about done, though. It's probably going to get dark right at 8. You hear that?
Guns are popping.
Sideways, I think so. She thinks that they put his screws in. Like this.
I still got screws in a plate right here. I don't know if you can see the scar or not, but I got a scar right there. I broke my wrist when I was 12. I got a plate with 6 screws in my wrist right there.
I did that one time too. I fell off the trampoline and went and grabbed some ibuprofen and an ice pack and just went and laid down. And when we
That's
woke
been
up,
there for 35 years now.
You're old, bro. How is that 35 when you're 41?
31 years. I was 10. 31 years. 30 years.
We love you, Christy, if you're still in here. Have a good day tomorrow.
I remember them telling me that whenever they put it in my arm that I would never be able to join the military unless I got it removed out of my arm. So I know it's removable.
Kevin, this is the first broken bone Kevin's ever had.
Wow. That's crazy. I've broken so many bones,
too.
Kevin. Dude, I have broken so many bones. I was the bone breakingest kid you would ever meet in your life. I was always breaking.
I topped him though. I promise.
I had casts from starting at like 7, 8 years old all the way through my adolescence. I had casts on and fixators, and I broke everything.
Dang
My
it,
nose,
boss,
my fingers,
that
my toes.
Sucks. You almost made it, man.
It's crazy.
Good night, Karen. Thank you for popping in.
I
Thank
envy
you.
people that say they have never broken a bone before. That's insane. How did you make it your entire life without breaking one bone?
Me too, Jan. Like, I've broken so much stuff. I've had stuff cut. Mama T's never even broken a bone. Lord help us.
It's crazy. Mom knows. How many bones have I broke, Mom? I was always breaking bones. If I wasn't breaking bones, I was getting stitches in my skin. David made up for it, though. I was getting
I'm
stitches.
sure.
Had stitches all the time. Stitches and broken bones. Dude.
He still got a scar on the back of his head where he busted his head.
Because I was just a daredevil. I didn't care, man. I like, if my friends dared me, okay, I'll do it. Here we are in the hospital.
James said, I broke my wrist years ago in Indiana, and they told me that it was just a sprain. I was almost to the Iowa state line heading to Utah with a load when they called me and said, I need you to come back.
Oh, dang, dude. I've been through that. Mom, you remember? So when that was the first broken arm I ever had. So I was chasing a girl around the playground on recess at school. We were like in 2nd grade. And there was the old school type place we had outside. We had the wooden bridge, and it had the chains on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And we were playing tag, and she was running from me, and I was on the bridge, and I went to jump off the bridge, and I caught my foot on the chain, and I landed down on the ground and broke my arm. Well, we went to the doctor, and that's exactly what they told us too. They said that I had nothing broken. It was just a bad sprain. And then like weeks later, that's when they said no. And then at that point,
it's already grown together.
At that point, my bones were already starting to grow together. So guess what? They had to put me in surgery, re-break my arm, and then go back and reset it again. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy.
Luckily, I didn't have
broken
any
bones do stink.
I think when I broke my arm when I was a kid, yes, that was taken care of in Indiana. But I actually was air flighted to University of Louisville, so I was in Kentucky. Thank God. I wouldn't be where I am today if it was any other, but because of the trauma, they sent me to the trauma hospital. Barb said she fractured her finger in her sleep. Did you get tangled up in something, or do you even know what happened?
Yeah, toes and fingers are the worst.
They are.
Ribs. I've broken so many ribs. You don't want to break a rib because there's nothing you can do about it. I've broken my nose. I've broken my ribs. I've broken my fingers. I've broken my toes. I've broken my wrists. I've broken my legs. The only bone I think I haven't broke is probably my neck and my femur bone.
Scotty said
sprained ankles.
Scotty, I was a habitual offender of that. Scotty said I've never broken a bone, and that's even falling 3 stories on the concrete when I was 15. Good Lord! Right after I had my car wreck, y'all, my uncle Jeff, one of my mama's brothers, she's got 3, but one of my mama's brothers, he was climbing a roof, and he was he does, that's what he did for a living, was construction. Oh my gosh, he fell off that roof and he broke his pelvis. I think he broke his femur.
Horrible.
He's had surgery just recently again on his ankle. Like,
Melinda said the only bone I broke is my skull and my hip. Your skull, that's crazy. No, I've never broke a skull bone.
I didn't even do any. I have road rash. That was as far as I had, was whenever I was thrown from the vehicle. I had road rash on the back of my head. My head was good. I thought I broke my neck when I come to because I was scared to move.
Never broke my neck.
But I didn't.
Never broke my neck. I broke my eye socket. I didn't break my eye socket. My brother broke my eye socket. But right here, cracked my eye socket right underneath my eyeball. And my nose in 2 places.
Melinda, that's awesome. I mean, not that you broke your skull and hips. That's crazy, though, Melinda. I'm assuming you were concussed. I had a drain tube in my head. Yeah, I was about to say. You probably had a lot of swelling then, huh?
It's crazy.
They're
Everybody's
really-
out shooting right now. I wonder if they're
I
out
wasn't trying to
hunting
say it.
or if they're just shooting. I have to go do some target practice.
And I was stupid and crawled into the back hall of the house. Oh, that's kind of what I did. I just grabbed ibuprofen and when I was a kid, and grabbed an ice pack and it knocked me out like smooth. Oh,
There's so many stories of broken bones, man. I can't even hardly put them all together the correct thing. I remember getting sent home for my arm when I jumped off the bridge.
yeah.
Like I said, I was only in second grade. I think that same year I got pneumonia and I was in the hospital for like 2 years.
2 years?
2 weeks, sorry.
Jeez.
It was over Christmas. My granny and papaw came down to Oklahoma to see me in the hospital during Christmas. My papaw and granny brought me a transformer. I'll never forget it. I was like hooked to respirators and all kinds of stuff. I was super, super sick, like super sick. It was crazy. Had pneumonia really bad.
Got a slide, Clyde. I love everybody. We love you, Barb.
Love ya.
Good night.
Love ya.
Thank you.
Mom, was that the same year when I broke my wrist and got pneumonia? Or was that separate years? Maybe pneumonia was like second grade and I broke my wrist
How old?
third or fourth grade. Or was that the same year? I can't remember.
What's the temperature? It's dropping pretty fast.
57, but it's not like a normal 57. Like
It's
the
chilly.
wind is way colder.
Broke my ulna and radius tripping over.
An internet cable. It took over a year to get it fixed. Dang it.
What the heck is
Your
an ulna?
What is that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking her. Is that like on
Your
your
radius-
leg?
radius
or
is
is
on
that
your leg.
Or is that
Right?
your some part of your hand?
So no. If I get hit and like, what is that supposed to hurt? I know that.
Right. That my pain
I
level,
totally
my tolerance
understand
is
that.
so high. I can handle a lot of pain.
In the wrist. The radius is in your wrist.
Yeah, I thought it was something to do like trying to catch yourself. Doctor sewed me up and said it looks like the Star of David on the top of my head. Dang it.
All in your radius are the
Ulna and radius are the two. Okay, right here.
in your lower arm and your forearm.
So these two, but
Right.
like this one and
well,
this one.
yeah, you've got two bones in your
But they
arm. And when you
cross.
rotate like that,
Right,
your
they
bones
cross.
cross like that. Yeah.
Okay.
There was too many to remember, Dave. I know.
Shoot, I don't remember.
I know.
Ow.
I'll never forget whenever I got the plate put in my wrist. I think I was probably 12, so that would have been like 1992. Or wait, no,
No,
94,
I was 2.
94 or 95. Right?
No.
93,
Oh yeah, I was 2.
10. So about around 95, I went sledding with my buddy Kevin and Cody.
I was
and
5.
It just snowed in Sapulpa, and there was a hill called Sugarloaf Hill, and it was like a 50-foot hill, and it had like this little concave down the hill, and at the bottom of it, there was like another little hill. It had like a jump on it.
Oh,
And I remember my buddies sledding first,
I hate that.
and they kept putting their feet down and slowing down before they hit the jump, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
Idiot.
And Kevin was like, I don't think you won't. I was like, yeah, right. And I did. I just didn't put my feet down, and I hit that jump, and I remember flying probably a good 20, 30 feet in the air, airborne. It felt like for 5 minutes, and then I came down like this with my arms behind me and snapped my wrist. But this time it was it was obvious because my wrist, I remember going to the hospital.
I can't handle that stuff anymore.
I was trying to move my fingers, and like the nerves were so jacked up. But I was totally cool until the doctor was like, you're probably not going to be able to throw a baseball again. I lost it when he told me that. Like, I lost it.
James said, wrist, ankle, and shoulder surgeries on my right side, broken wrist and thumb on the left, not to mention the broken elbow and torn tendons on the right.
We literally just had a full live about breaking bones, guys.
Yeah.
This is dedicated to Kevin. Dedicated to Kevin Henderson,
All
the
to
boss.
you, the boss.
AKA
The
dedicated
boss.
to the boss, baby. Dedicated to the boss, the live tonight.
I really truly don't regret anything that I put myself through because I would not be who I am today.
It was a bad break, Mom. That was a bad
I can
one.
only imagine.
That was the first time I ever got put
Look
to
what I
sleep.
started. Look at
I had
you.
surgery put to sleep the first time I had anesthesia, and it was awesome.
After all
And
the
the doctor was like, count backwards from 10, like 10. Not. And I remember waking up feeling so good, and all my friends were like messing with me. I was like, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So I want to do surgery again. No.
You
I love
think
you
it looks
guys.
bad when you should have seen the Harley. Oh. Dang it, Melinda. Thank
I love
goodness
you guys.
survived.
Thank you for hanging out with us. It's getting dark. You can get to where you can barely see us. Hope you all have an amazing week.
Yes, we love you.
And
Love
hopefully
time.
I'll be able to figure out my computer and I'll have a video up this week, guys. I'm really trying to figure it out. I've got one completely done. All I got to do is get it uploaded. I love you guys. I just got to figure it out. I love you guys. If not, we'll see you next Tuesday for sure.
We'll figure it out.
Next Tuesday is going to be a special one, guys. So definitely be there next Tuesday. All right. I love you guys. Y'all have an amazing week. Every one of you
Peace
is
out,
amazing.
Girl Scouts.
Stay
I love
blessed.
you. God
Stay blessed.